Instead of retreating back into the woods and away from the voices, I started to move toward the voices slowly. As I got closer to the voices, I could tell that one of them sounded like it was in distress. I grabbed my pocket knife just in case and continued to sneak as quietly as I could. The voices were just behind the thick grouping of trees that was directly in front of me. When I peeked from behind the trees, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It wasn't multiple voices, it was Hector. Just Hector. He was talking to himself and changing his voice. One of the voices was angry and belittling, calling him a coward, among some other not very nice things. Then, like the snap of a finger, the angry voice started to weep. He was begging for forgiveness. One of the most terrifying things is that each voice sounded completely different. I decided to stay hidden behind the tree. I wasn't about to engage with him. While I was hiding behind the tree, the angry voice came back, and without even looking, he screamed, "He's hiding behind the tree. This time you can't let him get away." I watched Hector get up and looked directly at me through the trees. For the first time since I had met Hector, I could see genuine rage in his eyes. I took a step back from the trees, trying to process what was happening. I didn't have long because right at that moment, Hector charged at me, screaming. He wasn't skipping anymore, he was sprinting, and he was much faster than I thought he would be. I continued running back toward the direction of where I had started the hike. For a while, I could hear Hector right on my tail. He kept screaming that I was not going to get out of the forest alive. He would laugh and then scream. Every few minutes, it sounded like he was right behind me, about to grab me, but he never did. Eventually, I didn't hear anything. I finally made it back to where I started, and I instantly ducked down and looked all around the woods. Hector was nowhere to be found. I got to town and went to the local police station and told them all about Hector. The sheriff almost didn't believe me. She couldn't imagine Hector acting with such anger and rage. I told her roughly the area of the woods I was in, and she looked like she turned white as a ghost. She couldn't believe Hector was out there for starters. This was several hours worth of hiking into the woods, but she told me that isn't even the most disturbing part. Right around the area in the woods I was describing, she told me they found the remains of one of the local men from town years ago. She told me that it was disturbing and saddening for the entire community. They never found out who did it, and it's one of the only dark blemishes on an otherwise peaceful town. She started to wonder if maybe Hector had something to do with the horrible crime. She was trying to remember exactly when Hector started appearing in the town. She said her memory was fuzzy, but she was pretty sure that Hector started showing up in town around the time they found the remains. She asked if I could take her to the exact location because she wanted to bring Hector in for questioning. At the very least, she wanted to know why he attacked me